this video we are going to see how we can install R80.1 on VMware workstation. For that, as said in my previous video, we need VMware workstation. Just open your VMware workstation, click on File, then New Virtual Machine. Next, click on the installer disk image, browse, locate your image file location. Like in my case, it is in this drive, VMware image. This is the file name R80.1, the version T335. I have given the link, download link in my description. You can download this image from there directly from the checkpoint side. Select, click open. Next, as this is GAIA operating system, we need to, and that is Linux based, we need to define the OS version manually. You can click Linux or others. So I am going with Linux and I will click on 64-bit. Next, give the virtual machine name. In my case, I am going to give mgmt r80.1.10, and I need to provide the VMware machine location where it will store all the files and folder. So this will be this PC, D drive, VMware. Click on new folder, give the name of the folder name. Better to give the same folder name like the virtual machine name, R80.1.0. Then click on OK. Next, give the hard disk size as 80 GB. You can keep 40, minimum 40, 80, 100. It depends upon your space available on your local machine. So I'm going with 80 GB. Click on next. This page will show you the disk about what you are going to install. Like this is the name of the virtual machine, location, this version, then hard disk. You can see the memory 768, the network adapter which is in the NAT, and other devices. You can customize this based on your requirements. I am going to increase my RAM, so I will click on customize. So I will increase this RAM 4 GB. Here you can see the number of processors with the cores per processor. I'm going to make it, if you can change from here if you want. Same way you can change the cores. This is network adapter. Here we need to select custom, and you can select the VNet as per your setup. In my setup, I am choosing VNet 2 as my internal network so that I can access this management server from my one of the LAN machine that is the same on the VMnet 2. For more detail about this VMware workstation, how to set up this, you can refer my another video. Click on this. You can remove USB control because this is VM based, or if you can, it's up to you. Printer, this is not required because this is going to be a management server. I'm going to remove. That's it. Click on close and then finish. Once you click on finish, it will give you the name, VM name here. Now you need to power on the virtual machine like this. This will boot the VM. You can see now you got two options here. The first option says install GAIA on the system. The second option do not install because we are going with new installation. So we need to select the first, and for that you have 1 minute total to select this option. You can press tab to go inside that option. Or you can click up arrow to select that, like up arrow, go up, go down. I'm going with install GAIA on the system. Enter. This complete installation process for this management server will take approx 30 to 40 minutes. So whenever required, I will pause the video and in between, and then we will resume, but you will not see any difference. So the process has started. Here you need to provide the admin password. This will be the console password. Press tab. OK. Now this is going to be your ETH0 because we have selected one interface as ETH0 from where we can access this management server. For that we need to give the IP. So I am going to give IP 10.0.0.6. Default gateway I will leave it as usual. You can change this later. Or if you know the default gateway, you can put it here or press tab and go to OK. So next step, it's asking for the confirmation. By default is on back. Just press tab to jump to the OK button. Then enter. Then it will start the further process. You can see it will take few minutes. So we need to. So we can see the package installation is almost completed. So let's again going to do the final configuration. It will take few more minutes. Now we can see the installation is completed. This is the first part. Now we need to log in to this management server with this IP to do this first initial wizard complete. So it will reboot this once I will click here. So let's reboot the box. Once it will reboot, then we will log in. The box is up now. You can see the login prompt. Let me type username and password and see. You can see it says in order to configure your system, please access the web UI and finish the first time wizard. This is the default host name. So to complete this installation, we need to access this via browser. So I have another machine in the same network from where I can access this box. This is my LAN PC. Let me go and check what IP address this machine has. This is a config. You can see this is 10.00.10. If I go and try to ping the management server, yes, my management is reachable. So now we need to access the management server via Internet Explorer or any browser you have. We will type. So I'm going to access my management server for the first time installation wizard. HTTPS, then the IP of the management server. See this? It will give a certificate error because there is no certificate installed. Click to continue here. So login prompt, give the username and password. So this is the first time configuration wizard. The platform is VMware. As you all know that we are using VMware. In the case of real-time environment, you will have that platform name here. So just click on the next. It is asking for the initial setup, deployment type, because we are doing this new. We will go with the continue with R81.10 configuration. There is more installation type options you can see here. Install from Checkpoint Cloud, install from USB. This is similar as the older version. There is no difference if you go with R80.1 or R80.80, any version. This is a similar. Just go to next. This is a management connection interface detail. From which interface, which IP you can access this. It is a detail. Click next. Now here we can provide the host name of this device. So let me give the host name GMT1, right? You can define the DNS num primary DNS, secondary DNS. If you have, if you not, then leave it as usual. You can configure this option later also. Click on next. This is a time zone. Select your respective time zone. So let me select any time zone. Now, if you have any NTP server in your network, in your environment, you can select the NTP network here and give the NTP network detail, primary, secondary. That will sync with the NTP server, but the communication should be allowed if there is any firewall in between. Next. Then select the installation type. Because we are going with management security management server, we will select this first option. This is the multi-domain server. So the it will remain same whether you are going to install gateway, management server or MDS. Click next. Now it is asking for the option, which option you want. You want to install a gateway, you want to install management server, you want to install both. So if you need more detail on that, you need to understand the checkpoint architecture. What is the difference between different type of architecture? So here we are going to select the management server. As soon as I deselect this, the option cluster Excel is disabled because there is no option for management server as a part of cluster. But you can see this option where it says define security management as primary or secondary. In our case, this is the first installation or this is the first MDS. We will say is primary. Then go with next. Here we need to define the GAIA admin who all can access. If you want to use the same username password, you can use this admin account or you can create new account. It's up to you. Click next. Now this option says from where you can access your management server. This need to understand this is again similar to the older version. If you go with any IP address, it means you can access this management server from any of IP address. There is no restriction. If you put this machine, this will only allow to from this machine. It means you cannot access this management server from any other machine apart from this IP, which is my machine IP. If you want to allow a particular network, you can select this. If you want to allow particular range support, if you know that your support team sits between that range, you can define the range here. So as of now, we will put IP address as any. Click on next and then the finish. It says this will start configuration process. Yes. So we need to wait for a few minutes. The configuration is completed successfully. So we need to click on OK. It will redirect you to this login page inside the management server. Now you can see we are already in. The installation of management server of R80.10 is completed successfully. This is the version name you can see here. This is the 64-bit edition, build number, uptime, no update, platform is VMware, what all blades is there. Because this is great, it means this is not enabled. You can see different options here. The interface detail, all the option you can go through once you have. Now to access this management server via console, you need to install the smart console for the same version, which you can download it from management server portal itself. Just go to the bottom, and if you see there is an option download smart console. You need to click here, click that, then you will have download option. Just click here to download, and then once it will download it, you need to install on your machine. So I am just click here, download, save it on your machine, click on save. I have successfully downloaded and installed this console of R81. You can see now from this console I will access my management server. Just keep in mind this first time, because we are using this first time, it will take 2 or 3 minutes, or might take more than 2 or 3 minutes, depends upon the management server status. So we need to wait. So give username admin, your password, IP of the management server, click on login. Now you can see we got this fingerprint of this server. So this is first time you will get this, and you need to click on the proceed. You can say it says server is initializing, so we need to give few more minutes to the server to be up and all the processes to be running properly. So we have successfully launched the smart console. This is version, IP is there, active blades, everything is there. So this completes the installation of the management server. Thanks for watching this video. If you like, please subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you.